This nigga here.
I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing. Lisa Will Slash. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism. Ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy.
Son of
That's why
a
my
bitch.
flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemon.
I'm about to go on. I'll be back. I'm about to be locked in because it's the playoffs.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. About ready to get it going. And we're underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Mask on 30 feet.
To be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Allen off the play fake. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drop.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins had 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and 3. Here's Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Levis. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. The lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Naheem Hines now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air, Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. Now Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of the rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return, Hardy. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Allen now on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Allen looks to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Levis to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down, here's Levis. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Levis. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Levis back to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now an option play on 2nd down.
Shoves him away. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Cook again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that is officially a loss of 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen off the play fake. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On first down, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think anyone thought we'd see a run pace on 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, they helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the first. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Cook following the penalty. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.
Between you and your beautiful wife, Courtney. Let's talk about some beautiful.
Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hang that nigga cause I got it out the mud. Hang in the family, nigga be on blood. Screaming for a 12 to the DA and judge. Never been a thug, never been a scrub. 4-5 Glock now, all you want to judge. Better than who must be high on them drugs. Cooling in the